Welcome to the Rising Entrepreneurs Podcast, where we feature top founders and entrepreneurs and their journey. Now, let's get started with the show.
Hey, everybody. This is John Corcoran with Dr. Jeremy Wise, and this episode is a little bit different. This is a live interview that we recorded at the Global Leadership Conference from Entrepreneurs Organization, where some of the best entrepreneurs from around the globe gathered in Washington, D.C. to share ideas and to learn about entrepreneurship. And of course, this episode is brought to you by Rise 25, where we help B2B businesses to give to and to connect to their Dream 100 relationships and partnerships, helping you to run a podcast so that it generates a referral pipeline and ROI.
Yeah, I mean, John, after both of us have been podcasting for over a decade, the number one thing in our life is relationships. And we're always looking at ways to give to our best relationships. And we found no better way to do that over the past decade than to profile the people and companies we admire and shout from the rooftops what they're working on. And this interview is no different. So if you've thought about podcasting, you should go to rise25.com to learn more, or email us at support@rise25.com.
Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the interview.
Enjoy. Jeremy Weiss here. We're here at Live EO GLC. This is brought to you by Rise 25. I'm here with Sudeep. Sudeep, tell people about your company and what you do.
Hi Jeremy, I'm Sudeep Goenka from EO Uttar Pradesh, India. My company is manufacturing spices, instant noodles, vermicelli, pickles, incense sticks, around 400 SKUs in finished goods. And this company was started by my father and uncle. There are 55 years of friendship and 42 years of business together. So it's full business is based on trust. We value relationships. So we have more than 1,700 distributors in India. And now we also export to Russia, Canada, Thailand, UK, and Japan.
I'm getting hungry talking to you. What are some of the favorite products that you distribute?
So we distribute spices, mainly turmeric, red chili, coriander, something called garam masala, and then curry powders. Instant noodles we make in rice bran oil. And we have Salman Khan, who's like a Brad Pitt of India, is a brand ambassador. So we all the products are bought from the farmers, and then we bring to our plant. We process them, grind them, blend them in a state-of-the-art plant. And right now, as I talk to you, we have a new plant commissioning under one roof, state-of-the-art, which is supposed to be the Asia's biggest spices plant, and will be inaugurated by the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh.
That's fantastic. Talk about family for a second, okay? And I'm sure, you know, when the younger generations come in, they bring innovation and other things. What were some of the things that you brought with the company, with your family?
So I went to school to Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Georgia. And when I came back, the first thing I did was to put an ERP system and then to have a strong HR department. So I was lucky that my parents were very, very accommodating. And for us, technology went very well. So all our distributors, entire sales team is connected on a mobile app. So they can punch orders, they can do the payment through an automated payment gateways. Also, we have a tracking system, efficiency tracking, and we have put a lot of gamification in our system now. So the employees with their KRAs, with their JDs, they can actually track their success and how much incentive they're going to buy. A lot of this goes to EO. I've learned the art of managing delegation and how to organize my board because of EO and being the incoming chapter president. And so I've learned through Stat Summits, through forums, and through the Regional Leadership Academy. The relationship is the most important part in our business. All these distributors have actually been picked by my father by hand. Some of them had zero money 40 years back, and today they are making more than $5 million a year. So, but still the relationship stays strong. We also have a very open door policy. Any customer can just come into our room anytime without appointment, and we are very, very approachable.
Wow. Talk about the gamification. Everyone's trying to serve their staff so that they have a good experience with their company. Talk a little bit more deeper about the gamification piece and what that means.
So one thing which I learned over time is for the employees, you take care of their family and they are sorted. So now we have a program where every day my HR sends me a list of people whose birthdays are there. So I pick up my phone, I just call them and say happy birthday, and there's somebody in the company takes a gift and gives them to personally and goes to their house. Also in their anniversary, something goes for their wives. We have an annual sports event for our employees, a picnic, and now the implementation of gamification through Sodexo, through gift vouchers, and through the performances we are going to have very, very soon. It's in the process. So I think it's more than money, it's about having fun. The employees give most of their time in office, so the office has to be like family. We have to be approachable and we have to be vulnerable. Also, being the second generation entrepreneur, there are some employees who've seen me as a kid. So it's very, very important that I give them respect. So in our Indian culture, we don't call them by their first name, we call them like elder brothers. So that whole idea of amalgamation of the old staff and the new staff and bring one big family is very important. One of the hard decisions when an employee has been there for so many years and he's not efficient, but still we don't make them leave. We give them a silent role, but their respect stays strong. It's not about the CTC what they have. It's not about the annual package. I think recognition is the biggest hunger for Homo sapiens. So we need to give them recognition and respect, and that's what makes the entire organization very, very valuable. I believe my whole business to take from my father, my success will depend if I can pass on the same business with the same trust to my children, and they can work the same way as we are working. Technology, data, product is just a medium. It's more about how our hearts are connected. How can we serve humanity? So we are spices. We need to add more spice to life of our employees, of our customers, and people need to. We have a slogan which says in Hindi, "Jahan jaye rishte banaye," means make relationship everywhere you go. So having food is actually a part of relationship building.
100%.
So with your wife, with your children, with your friends, so it's all about relationship. And the food has to be good. So if the relationship is good, a bad food tastes very nice. If relationship is bad, even a good food tastes bad. So this is where we believe purity and health is very important. If you see during COVID times, spices is one of the products in the world which has a great medicinal value. In India, Vasco da Gama came for spices. In India, the East India Company from UK came for spices. So our ancestors actually put spices in our food because of the medicinal value. The curcumin in turmeric, the piperine in black pepper, the capsicum.
I have turmeric every week for inflammation. Totally.
Wow. So curcumin is actually an antiseptic, antibiotic, and also removes cancer. So all the medicines in the world have some extraction from spices. The question is how pure we serve and how much are we going for the bottom line and top line, but more important is how much serving the humanity. So my goal is to spread the company and products around the world and ensure to make a bigger brand and be an example for the new startups today, for the new generation today, to put in technology but don't sacrifice with your customer, because your product quality is that matters the most, if nothing else.
You know, we talk about next generation and the next generation taking over, but you also have a big push to sustainability and sustainability of packaging. So I'd love for you to talk about your thoughts on that.
So this is a question of responsibility. We are on a planet where we have really destroyed it. And now our generation has to step up and not worry about the bottom line. So in our company at Goldiee, that's how we call our brand, Goldiee, Goldiee, we are involving packing materials which are sustainable, which are recyclable, and be the first movers in the program for a better earth. We have a great ETP plant. Water conservation is one of the most important things that we believe in. The Third World War, I hope it doesn't happen, but will be for water. And this is where we feel it's important for us to ensure there's no scarcity of water like it happened in Cape Town. We need to bring in that culture. Also in terms of packing material, to reduce the plastic, which is not biodegradable, we need to have more biodegradable packing materials. We need to have more paper recyclable products. Only thing what will happen, the cost will go up, but doesn't matter. At least it's like a marathon. It's not a 100-meter race. It's about finishing the marathon and keep your stamina and speed balanced. So this is where I feel we are not doing this business just for us. It's for the legacy, for the next generation. I don't want my child to come up tomorrow morning and abuse me for all the bad things I did in life. Rather, he should be happy 50 years from now. Hopefully, I'll be alive and say, Dad, you did fantastic. You created our little world which is sustainable, biodegradable, recyclable, clean air, and that's what we will be blessed if we can do that as this generation.
I'm going to say Sudeep for president after that, Sudeep. That was amazing. Where should we point people online to check out more about your company?
So there's a website. It's www.goldiee.com. We are also on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. You can reach us out. Anything we can help will be my pleasure.
Thanks, everyone. Live from GLC.
Thanks for listening to the Rising Entrepreneurs Podcast. This episode is powered by Rise 25. Please subscribe and check out future episodes.